Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to Geiselsberg with Seasons. It's going to be a busy episode. We got a lot going on, do we? It's the 7th day of autumn. It is late autumn, and we did get all these pits emptied out. It took us, 4 days? 5 days? I don't know. We averaged about 80,000 euro per day. We did run 24/7, and we did get everything emptied. You can see up in the corner, we're sitting on 600,000 euro. Well, wait a minute. If we got 80,000 euro a day for 4 days, that's 300 plus thousand. How do we have double that? We sold everything. We sold everything. We sold our slurry tanker, our slurry sprayer that we had at the sheep farm. We sold the Torian. I say Torian. Is it Torian? Is it Torian? Well, either way, we sold our wheel loader. We sold our front loader, and we were sitting on 800,000 euro. 800,000. Now we have 600,000. Yes, we're going to get to that in a second. And one last thing, two last things. Can you have two last things? Sure you can. Why not? One thing is we are running in, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, in Freestyle, which is the real-time filtering, they have added the reshade filters. The reshade filters that we're all familiar with are now available in NVIDIA in-game in real time. We are running those right now. Subtle changes, I think, but I love the way this makes the game looks. And we have zero impact on FPS. We are still at 60 FPS. So if you're running an NVIDIA card, do check that out. It updated. The GeForce Experience and drivers updated today, the 30th. And if you update, I believe you will automatically get those features. I got to turn my volume down just a little bit. That's one last thing that I need to tell you. The other last thing that I need to tell you, we're going to hop in cab because I've been enjoying first person lately. The other thing that I need to tell you is this BGA, it's a mod BGA. If you're using it, oh, that bloom. It's going to need a little adjusting. I tend to go a bit crazy with the reshade. Actually, I don't. I try to make it look realistic, cinematic, if anything, but I don't want it to look fake. So we'll tweak that. We'll mess with that just a little bit. So that BGA, it's a mod BGA. If you're using it, I don't know how or why this happens, but I get micro freezing and FPS drops when I use it. I think it may be writing to the XML file. Maybe? I don't know. But it's not too cool. Fortunately, we did most of our silage selling off camera. Well, I say selling. What were we doing? We were dumping it into the hopper at the BGA. So whatever that process is, whatever you want to call it, we did most of it off camera. It was driving me crazy because I was doing other things as it was going on, even when it's not in the frame, which makes me think that it is writing to the XML and it has less to do. I thought perhaps it had something to do with the little dust animation that comes out of it. I don't know. But whatever the cause of it is, it stops once the hopper empties, once everything is processed through. So that is another last thing. What else is going on? We're going to buy a property down south today. That's where we're headed right now. We're going to stop at the store, but then we're headed down south, and we're going to buy one of those properties. And I have been really on the fence about which one we're going to buy and what we're going to do down there and various other things. So hopefully, well, I'm just going to make a call shortly here. When we get to the store, we'll take a look, and then we're going to have to figure it out. But we could just run silage for the next 5 years. I don't know if I don't know if I can handle that. I really don't, because it's kind of intense to do silage that way. To do all that mowing and put it all in there, speed through a couple of days till it's fermented, and then empty it all out. I mean, it goes fairly quickly, but in this game, fairly quickly is a few hours of your life. A few hours of real time, at least with seasons. So, and when I say that, keep in mind, I'm not complaining. There goes my voice. How do we do? 5 minutes? Yeah, it's about right. Keep in mind when I say that, I'm not complaining. I'm just making the observation, Man, we need sunglasses in this game now. It has... Farm Sim 19 has always been bright, but with that bloom... Oh, and it's just like 0.2% added, but... God, I feel like I'm looking into a furnace. Oh, it's always something. Always something. Traffic I thought was turned on. Maybe it's not. I don't see any traffic. It's early. It's not that early. If we can find another gear here. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, vehicle control add-on has updated, and I'm looking forward to the next update, the next patch after this one, because this one in the middle seems to be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, challenging in terms of finding a good low gear to start in and then shifting up out of it. Yeah, I guess I got the traffic turned off. Sorry about that. So, right, buy farm down south. Yeah, let's buy farm down south so we're not just doing silage till the heat death of the universe. That would not be... You know, it wouldn't be much fun for me. I don't think it would be very interesting for you. And if we have a goal on this map, I think it is to reestablish ourselves down south, because that's where we started this map on our first save game, right? We were down south, and then we came up north on our next save game, sort of by default. But now we're headed back down south. So I feel like when we've restored our empire, then... You know what I'm saying? The circle will be complete. So we had 800,000 euro. Now we have 600,000 euro. Where did 200,000 euro go? It went right there. We bought ourselves a Klaus tractor. And that's going to be our big tractor for down south. Our big tractor for down south, and also for silage, because we're going to use this to run our butterfly mowers. We're not going to have to rent anymore. Interesting. Getting a little micro freeze right there. Come on, game. Get it together. So we'll hop out and take a look at this thing. Yes, we're going to use this to... we're going to use it for our butterfly mowers. We will not have to rent, right? And we're also going to use it for plowing and cultivating and seeding and hauling tippers at our southern farm, our arable farm. Not from the Platinum expansion, not from the Klaus DLC. This is I believe it's Smetty. It's available on the mod hub, and then I put the light bars on it and the color coordinated Starfire. I did that myself. So, and it's got this weight. I love this weight. I'm going to switch it to the front when we get down there. I just have it on the back for transport. I love this weight. There's one problem with it. Apparently the center of gravity is off, because when you set it down, it flips up sideways, and then you can't hook it up again until you reset it. And half the time when it resets, it lands and then immediately flips sideways. So it's like rolling the dice. It's rolling the dice to get that thing to work. Right, so brake is off. We're going to go, hey. Brake is off, and then we're going to go on follow me. All right. You know, something cool about follow me that they have finally added that seemed to be missing for a while. Follow me for a while did not recognize trailers. So it would sometimes try to pull to the back of the tractor that was towing the trailer, and it's just ramming the trailer out of the way. Not cool, follow me. But they got that sorted. And in this latest patch that is available on the mod hub, they did sort out the blinking light issue. I didn't know if that was me or some unique mod conflict that I had, or if that was follow me. It turns out it was follow me, but they fixed it so we can turn our lights on now. They say, turn your lights on. Yeah, no blinking, no flickering. So, good to know. Okay, let us carefully, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take this sign out on the right, but let us carefully deliver this new Klaus tractor to our southern farm, and when we get down there, then we'll decide what farm we want to buy. It seems like possibly reverse order. Maybe we should pick the farm first, but yeah. Sorry, sign. Oi. Just barely. It just kissed it. Right through there. Oh, you know what? Hang on. A moment, please. I've done this before. I have done this before. So let's set the brake. I believe our little Deutschfahrer is still offset. Is it? Yeah. It's still offset from when we were using it for silage harvest. Yeah, it was towing a bale trailer, was it not? Something. Something. All right. And we continue. Everything good back there? Everything seems good back there. I'm being very careful here. He took out a sign too. We're going to get a bill from the council. Now, this is always tricky right through here because you got fence on the left, so you want to stay to the right, but then the wall comes in on the right. You know? But I think we got this too. I think we do. Beautiful. Did not take out that sign. Oh no, we got out something. Alright. We made it. Yeah, this map, man. It's a big map, but it really almost compels you to use small equipment because it's just so hard to get big equipment around on this map. I like that though. I like the challenge of it. I like the it's unique. It's certainly unique. I mean, I've played big German maps. I've played small UK style maps. But I haven't been on too many maps that combine the two. And I really do feel like I should have swung a little bit more to the left through there. I really do feel like this map maker, and it's subtle, you know, you wouldn't necessarily know it, but I feel like this map maker really does want you to use small equipment, even though it is kind of a great big map, particularly some of these fields down south. But I have an idea when we get down here. Now, when we started our second save game, the one that we're in now, you remember we owned significant property down south, and we sold it all so we could get the sheep going. When I checked the pricing on what we sold, now we're only going to pay for it what we sold it for, so there's no loss there. It's not like it appreciated or depreciated in value in the past 2 years, the past 2 seasons. We're okay, but it still stings a little bit. We got quite a bit of money. I think we got about €500,000 for all the land that we sold. And when you think about what we've done up north with the logging and everything, I mean, this game, you seem like you have a lot of money until you buy things with it, and then all of a sudden it's like, where's my money? What has happened to all my money? So we're sitting on €600,000 right now. We haven't even begun to pay off our loan. We're not going to. We're going to invest this money. We're not going to clear debt with it, which is a little bit risky as far as a business methodology, but you know what? Sometimes you got to take chances. So we're not going to pay off our loan. We're going to buy land instead. And I honestly don't even know. I mean, I feel like in the same way that this map, like I was just saying, this map sort of compels you to use small equipment, I feel like Seasons sort of compels you to get into the long game. You know, you've got to play the long game with Seasons, and I just don't know if there's any way to make, you know, a couple €1,000,000 in your first or second year like there is in base game. Other than logging, I guess. Seasons really doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't address logging in any meaningful way, so there's always that, you know. There's always just buy a chunk of property, cut all the trees down, sell them, and then sell the property for what you paid for it. Is that cheesing the game? You know, maybe a little, but it's not a hack. I mean, it's allowed. The game code permits it, more than permits it. I think in some ways it even encourages it because it's just so much money can be made so fast. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since we were down here. It's been a couple of months in real time, has it not? Yeah, I believe it has. Time flies. Time flies. So, we're going to come down here. I think Yeah, let's do this, because if we pull right in here, we're going to set the brake, turn the beacon lights off. I will adjust that reshade stuff. Sir, uncalled for. Uncalled for. Got to give a man a little bit of room when he's driving. There's just no need for that. I will mess with those filters. I mean, I want to tweak the game a little bit. I do want to give it more of a cinematic look. But that bloom is, I'll be the first to admit, that bloom is a bit much. We'll sort it. We'll try to. Right. So we'll come right over here. Set the brake. Turn that off. We had to get that out of the way. We're going to unload our Claas over here. And something I always forget to do, if you look at the width of the tires, the width of the wheels on our Claas, and then these signboards, yeah. However, they do fold. So we come over here. And we want to fold those up. Yeah, beautiful. Let's get those out of the way. And then I'm going to need this because it's this. It's this. It's this. There we go. Take those down. Not quite that far. No, not really. I'm looking for a screenshot. I'm not seeing one. Perhaps. Yeah, perhaps right. Oh, God. It's that bloom, man. That bloom is what's causing all the problems. Maybe over here. Not much better. A little bit. A little bit. There you go. Right. Back to work. So come in here. We're going to take the straps off. I know. Camera's kind of bouncing all around. It's always something. We're going to hop over here. Now this Hauer front loader that we put on here, what's tricky about it, and I have one other tractor that's this way. The only time that the front loader will respond is when you have the front loader itself selected. If you have the implement on the end of the front loader selected, it will not move. It moves the camera, and every time it happens, I'm always baffled. And then I need to remember what's going on. Right, so we're going to lower this for right now. Right? Release. Carefully back up. Let me see if this weight cooperates. Like so. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, right? So we come right in here. Yeah, it's a cool weight. I like the look of it. I like the lights. I like the little piece of rope on there. It's a cool weight. It's a cool mod. It's just that one thing, man. I don't know. Modders. You know what I'm saying? What are they, is that just me? Could it only be me that has the problem with that weight flipping over? And if not, how does the mod maker release it? Like, you know, it might do a thing every now and then. It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call that fine. Right. So once again, we back up. Yeah, I'll play with those filters a little bit. And then, oh, God, you know what? I think I'm actually going to need to play with it right now. Moment, please. That's just more than I can handle. So if we come over here, bloom amount. Yeah, it's all the way down. Tell you what, let's just, there we go. Let's just turn it off for now. Right. So, get rid of that. I guess we could take this. Sure, it's our new tractor. Let's do it. Where are we at on time? We're at 20 minutes. The animal dealer is at the store. So let's hop in here. We're digging first person. Let's hop in here. We'll drive back to the store. We will rent an animal trailer, and we'll pick up animals at the store because it shares a parking lot, does it not? Yeah, as far as I know, it does. We'll be much quicker on the way back. So, you know what? Moment, please. Pull right over here. Pull to the side. Set the brake. There's one thing we forgot to do. We got to buy the land. Here we go. Sitting on 600K. This farm is cheaper. This one's 150. This one's 215. The one that we have selected right now has the stall that's really tricky to clean out. What are we talking about here? A difference of about 60,000 euro, and that's 80,000 euro. I mean, if we get this one and this one, yeah, let's do that. So we'll get this one. Yes. We'll get this one. And then we're going to get these two. Like so. And like so. Beautiful. And we now have 86,000 euro. Our loan is 650. We could borrow another, we could borrow probably another 1 or 2 million euro. So no problem there. I don't want to, but we could if we needed to. And we're also making a passive income of, I want to say, about 6,000 euro per day. Yeah. And, was there one other thing? I believe we have one other thing of value. Oh, we're going to have, probably 50,000, 60,000 euro of profit from our sheep in another, well, it'll be 3 months of game time. It will be 1 or 2 episodes of real time. So I think we're going to be okay, and I think this is a good idea. Now, those 2 fields that we got, well, really 3. Obviously, silage, hay, and grass. We've got that covered. We've got some grass planted up north. I don't know if you've seen that in previous episodes. We have access to a little bit of grass. So those 3 things are not a problem. Straw, always a toss-up. I mean, we can buy straw bales. They're not very expensive, and they last quite a while if we buy a stack of 8. And so you have that question of, do you make more money? Do you have a higher net if you plant 2 fields of canola and use some of the profits to buy straw bales? Or do you plant 1 canola field and 1 wheat field or oats or whatever and make your own straw? And we've also got the hay loft down south. I don't know how you feel about that. It's not, as far as I know, that's not a real thing. There's no way to put bulk hay or bulk straw in a, I don't know, some type of a cavity. You know, that's not a real thing, is it? I don't know if it is or not. I don't think it is. But we do have access to that, which means we wouldn't necessarily need to use a baler. But I feel like that's sort of cheating the game. You know? You know what I mean? I mean, we could just scoop up hay or straw, or grass even, with a loading wagon and throw it in the hayloft. I don't know. I feel like it's more realistic to bale it. Yeah. Yeah, all right, we'll bale it. We will bale it. Right, so here we are back at the store. Where we're at on time, 24 minutes. Perfect. Set the brake. Go third person. Come around here. I do like this tractor. I do. Sorry, I drifted there for a minute. Animal transport. That's what we're after. And that is right here. I believe we've got, yeah, let's just do this one. 6 cows. It's a start. And we're going to lease it. All right. As if by magic, it has appeared. Fantastic. So, we'll swing around here. Right back here. cover is off, and the trigger for the animals has moved a little bit in V2 of this map. Is it V2 or is it V1.1? I've heard both. I want to say, no, the bale cell trigger at the barn has moved. The animal trigger has not. So we're going to unfold. Pull right about in, like right about there. Yeah, that's about right. Set the brake, open the animal dialogue. And we've got dairy cows going on Greenwich. So let's do beef cows here. The carcass breed, and is this the other one? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. 6 of these. All right. Here we are. Full. Confirm. There they are. And we'll stay third person on the way back down. So we get rid of this. Here we go. Now this is going to be... Oh yeah, that's much better with the bloom. All those details on the roof. Everything was just totally bleached out. Yeah, I'll keep playing with that. I'll try to make it as pretty as I can. You know how it goes. So we're going to be doing just the opposite of what we were on our first save game. We're going to have our beef cows now to the, what is that, east? And our dairy to the west, which is a reversal of how it was set up before. My only concern is the farm to the west of the two side by side, the one on the west, has that extremely narrow, there we go, that extremely narrow shed, and it's almost impossible to get anything in there other than a skid steer loader. Now we already have one up at the sheep farm, but because our shed is so small, trying to move wool pallets around, we sort of need that skid steer loader up north, and it would take forever to drive it back and forth at whatever, 6 miles an hour. So at the moment, we don't need to get in there because we only own the cow farm to the east. But it's possible that in time we would have to buy a second skid steer loader. They're not terribly expensive, but like I've been saying the past few episodes, with seasons and with the hard economy mode, you know, the idea of I don't want to say wasting, but 50,000 euro is kind of a lot of money the way we have the economy set up. It's the reason I got rid of the Taurian and the Scorpion. They were cool to have, and I am glad that Klaas is now officially in the game. But at the same time, we just couldn't afford them. We need that money for other things. Essentially, those 2 pieces of kit that we sold are how we bought this land down south, or how we bought this tractor that we're going to use really everywhere. We'll use it for mowing up north, and possibly even for pulling a bigger loading wagon than what the MB track can handle. And then down here we'll use it for plowing and subsoiling and cultivating and everything else. So we'll get plenty of use out of this Klaas tractor we bought, whereas the wheel loader and the telehandler, we really wouldn't use them until this time next year when we needed to empty our pits out again. And even then, I didn't use them really a whole lot. Most of it was done by the belts. So having 300,000 euro tied up in 2 pieces of equipment that we rarely use, and with the skid steer over there, we could always, well, it's already got a bucket on it, but we could always use the skid steer to finish off the few thousand liters of silage. Hard to talk right now. For the few thousand liters of silage that are left in the pit after the belts get done with it, we could just as easily use a skid steer and not even rent a wheel loader. So yeah, let's try to be smart. Let's try to be good stewards of our wealth down here. Right, and it is, if I remember correctly, wrong side. Wrong side. We don't own this farm. We'll move all this equipment over. I'll move it over off camera. But yeah, we got the other farm. I figure things out. Eventually, I figure things out. Takes a minute sometimes. Right, so we very carefully pull through here. Oh man, I got memories of this area. We spent a lot of time down here at this southern farm, and now in this save game, we really haven't been down here very much at all. I do love this game. I do love it. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad right there. There you go. I'll figure out a screenshot. I might do it off camera. Right, set the brake. Just for the sake of realism, let's come over here and open this door. I said open this door. There we go. And we'll get this backed in. So, cover is off. We lower. Brake is off. We're in reverse. We're going to back it up right over here. I know. I'm straightening it out because I bumped the doorway. It's one of those things. Welcome to OCD, right. We are going to unload and confirm. And I believe, where are these cows? These cows are going to be over here. Yeah, there they are. Oh, and if we can sneak back through here, that'll be it. We'll call it right there. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is Geiselsberg with Seasons. We'll see you next time. Take care now.